I've been away all weekend, so let's get all caught up, all together on what happened with Islanders prospects from Friday to Sunday. Happy Lumberjack Monday. Don't miss a video. Hit that subscribe button. Also go to Twitter, follow at TLOMitch. That's me. Don't miss any breaking information about Islanders prospects or game coverage I've yet to cover on the channel. One little bit of housekeeping. There's a new feature on YouTube, which is posts. And I'm going to try to use that a little bit more to have my breaking prospect information go there rather than Twitter. But for now, obviously follow the two things. I may lose access to it because I've heard or seen from YouTube itself that it's only for people with 1,000+ subscribers, which we aren't there yet. But look forward to getting more posts from me on what's going on and what's coming down the pipeline. So let's get to what happened over the weekend. Give a stat recount on some of the prospects, the ones that did something more impressive. You don't want to hear MDC stat lines from everyone. From Friday through to Sunday. On Friday, there's two players I want to bring up. We had Henrik Tikkanen playing for Modo, who posted a shutout. And on the season, he's now sitting with 6 games played and 926 save percentage. Actually, round that up to 927. So again, 920 save percentage over 6 games. And let me just get this straight. 1 goal against average. He's got 6 goals against over those 6 games. So 100 goals against average, and I'm sure that kind of goes up a little bit based off of actual ice time, but just do the straight 6 divided by 6 for the games played. 1 goals against average and a 927 save percentage. Things have turned around significantly for Henrik Tikkanen now that he's playing in the Allsvenskan. The second player I want to bring up is Arnaud Durando, who put up a helper in Bridgeport Islanders' loss. They only scored 1 point that game on Friday. They only scored 1 goal on that Friday loss. But he provided an assist, and that is his 3rd point in 4th game for them. And it's going to get better from there. So good showing from a 6th-round pick, right? This is a guy who didn't really factor much when he went pro, went to the ECHL, then went up to the AHL, did pretty well, and is continuing that. It's still a long way to go before he gets to the NHL if he gets there, but, slowly but surely it's looking pretty good. On Saturday, things are getting a little bit more action, so there's a little bit more to talk about. First thing, William Dufault puts up 2 goals. That's 9 on the season for him at that point by Saturday. That puts him at 9 goals in 9 games. He's a goal per game player on Saturday in the QMJHL, which is absolutely insane, right? Yes, it's a high-scoring league. I know that, you know that. But still, a goal per game is absolutely insane. And I'm sure there's going to be regression throughout the year where it's going to drop off a little bit. They project him to score, or they hope that he scores 40 goals, and they think he will. So he probably floats around that. But he's already a 4th of the way there, basically, through 9 games of the season. Then you have Thomas Mahu, I've heard it pronounced both ways, put up 3 points for Victor Visa's U20 squad. So that's big for him. 2 goals, 1 assist for the defenseman. I see him more as a stay-at-home guy, but in the lower leagues, he's putting up points, so maybe he translates that into a more offensive role. But so far, we've seen him as a defense-first guy. He's been bouncing around a little bit from Victor Visa's squad to the U20 squad to Drashi, which is in the 2nd tier of Czech hockey. So he's kind of all over the place, but he's getting ice time, he's getting game time, and that's all we want to see from our prospect. Then you have Aturatu, who puts up his 1st point. He only played just over 12 minutes in the game, which is going to be a thing throughout the year. Don't expect him, unless there's a ton of injuries with Karpat, get more ice time than that. It's probably going to sit around 12 minutes. And so long as he's getting 12 minutes day in, day out, or game in, game out, that's fine. That's fine. That's all Islanders fans want, at least this one. I just want to see him play. Yes, I would like to see him play more, but the fact that he's getting 12 minutes worth of ice time is something. Sure enough, it's typically in a bottom 6 role, 4th line role even, but he's playing. That's all that really matters. And he put up his 1st point, a really nice setup. They still lost 5-2, but this is a really nice setup for him, so good job getting his 1st point on the year. And then you have Bridgeport. 3 players I want to talk about, a few of them pretty briefly. We have Michael Dalcol, who just continues his point per game pace. He's obviously a step ahead when it comes to the AHL. When it comes to the NHL, not so much. You have Arnaud Durando putting up another goal, so that's 4 points in 5 games for him. He didn't score in the next game that they played on the Sunday, so he's got 4 points in 6 games, which is still a really good return for what is a 6th-round pick. And then you have Robin Salo. We've been waiting a little while for Robin Salo to put up points. That's his game. It's not that he just puts up points, it's that he's an offense-first defenseman. He still plays defense, but he contributes offensively. And so we've been waiting to see what this kid who'd done a lot in Sweden could do in North America. And he finally put up his first multi-point game. He puts up a goal and a helper as the Bridgeport Islanders win. And he doesn't look back, right? So it goes from there. On Sunday, he puts up another point, 2 points, sorry. He's got 4 points in 2 games, so 4 points in 6 over the season. And things are trending in the right direction for Robin Salo. I know I skipped ahead till Sunday there, but I wanted to give you the full Robin Salo picture. And he is standing out big for the Islanders. And by big, I mean like he's putting up points, right? We've seen him play strong defensively. We've seen him play strong offensively now. It seems to be clicking, right? People are ready for him to make the jump to the NHL. And now that the Islanders seem to have figured out their defensive structure, this might be a good time, right? It might be a good time to bring him in, get him like acquainted with everyone, and see how things go. Why not? At this point, the Islanders are winning. They're winning well. So it might be the time. Of course, that's me saying it. I don't actually think that Barry Trotz and Lou Lamoriello will do that. They will err on the side of caution, I should say, or being conservative, and keep him in the AHL for even longer. They're not going to bring him up unless they absolutely have to, and that means a long losing streak, like really long, or a big injury. Until then, don't expect to see Robin Salo in the lineup. On Sunday, you had more from Williamsville, who put up a helper, and he put up the shootout winner. It's not going to count on the stat sheet. It's a shootout winner, but he still scores the winner. And that's important, right? He gets the win, but he doesn't get recognition for it on the stat sheet, which kind of sucks. But he's still putting up points, and he's getting his team to win in ways that aren't captured on the stat sheet. So that's important to remember. Then you have Alexander Ljungcrantz putting up 2 assists for Brunus' U20 squad on Sunday. And now remember, I'm not sure if I said it on a video or just over Twitter. I know I did it over Twitter. I don't know what was going on with Alexander Ljungcrantz. He wasn't playing at the SHL level, and he wasn't playing at the U20 level. So to me, it's kind of like, well, maybe they're working out on a loan, or he's injured, or he's ill, or something's going on. So I reached out to Brunus, and they finally responded back saying, look, it's just competition. He's not getting into the squad because of competition, which is fine at the SHL level. Specifically when they bring in Dmitry Trimashov, that makes sense. But shouldn't that then bump him to the U20 squad, at least more consistently? And he wasn't moved to the U20 squad during that period. He is now there, and he's putting up points. So as long as he's playing, that's all I care about. And he is, and he's putting up points, extra bonus. Then the last game on Sunday was the Bridgeport Islanders, who won again 3-0 against Laval. And Anatoly Golishev showed up with 2 goals. 2 goals. He's up to 3 now. This is a guy who's fighting, maybe not fighting is a strong word, but showing that he's worth being the 13th forward for the Islanders. And doing well at the AHL level will get you into consideration. Because, like, let's be honest, Kiefer Bellows isn't doing very well. He's not being given the greatest role, but, well, I shouldn't say that, actually. He's being given top-line minutes. He got a top-line deployment, and he didn't do well with it. He got a third-line deployment, didn't do well with that either. Yeah, the minutes may not have been there in the second one, but he still didn't do anything with it to warrant getting more ice time. But either way, when you have that, there's a potential for someone like Anatoly Golishev to step in and take that role. And with his production at the AHL level, it really seems like he's putting himself into consideration for that. Again, just like I said about Robin Salo before, the Islanders and Lou Lamoriello and Barry Trotz aren't going to be running to call him up until they absolutely have to. That's injury or a big losing streak. Until then, they're not going to be calling up like someone like Robin Salo or Anatoly Golishev. Thank you for following. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. And if you have, thank you, thank you, thank you.